Welcome to Family Jewels. I'm Charlie's best friend, Olga Koch.
And I'm Charlie Dinkin.
We are delighted this week to welcome the one, the only, the multi-hyphenate, Huge Davies.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Woo! But before we get into anything serious, we need to decide what haircut you're going to get.
Yes.
I'm voting shave,
Yep.
bleach, and then leopard print pattern.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a U-turn from my personality.
Are you feeling in your heart like you want a different look, or have people suggested to you? Like,
No, I want a different look. I've had this haircut I've had this look for almost over 12 years, something like that now. It's crazy.
If you went extreme, would you
Yeah.
feel regret, or will you never feel regret?
Well, I think it's a good time to do it now because now it's hat season, so you can have a hat for 2 months.
That's fair.
Before you can have to take off the hat, I imagine.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want and then always wear a hat.
And you can use the hat to express your personality.
Yeah.
A cannabis leaf print, mayhaps,
Yeah.
and Make America Great Again print
Yeah, mayhaps. Or in the hair.
in the hair as well.
In the hair, yeah. I mean, like the Nike set, like the sports direct logo thing. You know,
Oh,
the
I
Chloe-
like that.
Yeah,
Yes. Shave it in.
Yeah.
Also, I see you in a visor with bleach spikes coming through
My
up
goodness.
top.
I mean, Sum 41.
I'd love that. Maybe a
Yeah.
piercing.
I feel like you're the wrong person to ask about this. Cause
What about a perm? Get it really curly? Come on.
Oh my god, I would actually love that.
Yeah, but
then you could shave it if
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I have
like
to live
it.
with it. You'd love to see it for an hour.
This is true.
Yeah. I have to.
But I would really love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you'd love to. There's a lot of things you'd love to see. A lot of things you've loved to see and you have seen because I ran to your flat and
There was
I'd
a
love to
time.
see you in a lot of makeup and I say, well, I guess I love you and I love what you love, so we do that.
I've dragged him up a couple of times.
I'd love to see you in the strap on. Sure, put it in my mouth.
I've done that
Yeah.
too. I've
Yeah,
done that
yeah.
too. It's true. Maybe I should stop giving you advice because you
Yeah.
do take it to heart.
Yeah.
So, hi Hugh.
Right, ma'am.
Today we are discussing family.
Yeah.
So if you just want to very briefly tell us what family means to you.
Yeah, family to me is. Have you seen the Fast and the Furious movies? My family's touchy. I think because they're so my mum has said never ever talk about me on any media.
Okay, what movie dynamic, family dynamic, represents your family dynamic?
Do you know the
best?
bit in American Beauty where Kevin Spacey picks up the asparagus and throws it at the wall?
Just that scene.
Yeah, that scene. I was like, I felt emotional during that bit. Everyone's like, this is awful. I'm like, I'm back in South London, baby. I'm back. It's Christmas again. I feel warm. Yeah, no, but we do fight a lot. They do love me, but they sort of don't like me. So we have a lot of like political differences, I feel. And I think it's got worse because you know how everyone's got their own algorithm and it's had done for quite a while.
Yeah.
They've only picked up their algorithm maybe this year because I feel like they've only really interacted with the internet for the last 2 years. And now they're worse than ever, you know. They love it.
Oh, it's really encouraging.
They're in the
their
bubble?
Yeah, like before at Christmas
Polarization.
you could just not say anything, but because that's all they talk about.
Are they on Facebook? Is that where their algorithm is?
I don't know really. I dread to ask. I imagine so.
Okay.
And a lot of GB News.
Man, it is just great content though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
You
in the
gotta watch
car.
it.
It's in the car. I put it in the car.
Wait, is it on radio as well?
I think so. Yeah, it's got a radio show. I think they're just straight on the air.
Oh god.
Can you imagine? I can. I've heard it.
All right, let's rewind back.
Yeah.
Talk to me. You've got a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
You got a brother.
Yeah.
Do you want to walk us through?
Okay, we'll do brother first. Brother's really tall. He's 6 foot. Really tall. He's 6'7".
What?
That
That
is
is
tall.
really
I'm the
tall.
smallest in my family,
What?
and I'm huge.
Davies.
Giants.
Huge Davies. What? Yeah.
6'7".
Wait, your mum is not taller than you.
No, Mum's tiny. You should see my brother's kids. Creepy.
Oh, it's a long baby. You've
Oh,
always
long baby.
The
Both
tall
of them.
gene just
yeah, they're getting
persists.
longer and longer, and longer. I used to take them I used to look after my nieces. I used to take them to the playground, and my niece was as a 2-year-old. She was the same size as a 4-year-old. The 4-year-olds are coming on scooters, having a chat, and they'd go up to her and they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to go in the swings?" I'm like, "No, it's a baby.
It's a big baby.
It's a baby. This is it's like Goofy looking at. It's like Goofy talking to Pluto. It's like we are the same animal, but yeah, creepy. You know that scene in Elf when he goes into. I want to picture off in nursery. When he's in the classroom and he's
sitting on-
he's sticking out of his desk, I picked her up at the nursery, and it was like that. It's like she towers above the kids. I told her, bully or be bullied.
That's a really good piece of advice.
Yeah, and she is bully. She actually is a bully.
I mean, of course you would. If you're
Kids don't understand.
twice as big as
Yeah.
everybody
She's probably not
else.
doing it intentionally. She's just got great big hands.
Yeah. She's just sweeping people.
Resting bitch body.
Yeah. She's eating crayons by mistake. Sorry. Yeah.
So you're buddies with your niece.
Yeah. She's.
I mean, you're obviously being
cool.
horrible about her behind her back, but she's too young to
But
listen
she's
to a
horrible to me. It's
podcast.
my face. Do you know what I mean?
Are you enjoying being around little kids? You vibing with little kids?
Well, I had them for a long time,
Yeah.
so I'm sick of them now.
All right.
Good to be away for a bit.
Yeah.
I see them about once every.
What's
every
your
month.
identity as uncle? What's your vibe? Who are you?
It's difficult. I was a sort of temporary parent to the kids,
Okay.
in which I would look after them from like. Well, one of them. I would look after one of them from like 9 until about 5 every day. For
Oh,
like, a
wow.
long time.
Wow.
So like
Yes.
feeding, changing diapers, all that stuff.
Yeah. Take
Oh
her to
my
the
God.
park. Took her to nursery when
What's
that
your
came
diaper
back.
changing technique? How'd you learn that?
No hands.
Change your own.
Yeah. No, I do it just my. Just
How
my
old are
head.
you? You look like you're 4.
Yeah. Diaper changing, pretty quick. I make it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all you have to do in lockdown. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta get. You've got stuff to do.
I can't even picture you doing that.
Yeah,
I'm seeing
it's
a
crazy.
new side of you.
Yeah. I also, but I don't know baby talk.
You're just doing adults having
Just
Talking
talk
like
to her
this.
like as she. As
Have
she-
you seen A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah. I'd be like for dinner. I'd be like fish fingers, is it? You know, like.
And would she talk back to you
Why
like
are
a
you
grown-up?
crying? Tired, is it? Warm, is it? Cold, is it?
Why is it all is it? That's
Because it's
confusing.
yes, no. I guess yes,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you are ultimately
Just-
giving her the
yeah.
option for a baby answer.
Babies when they cry, they're either too warm, too cold, too hungry, too sleepy. That's it. That's most of it.
This
And
is
then I just go
parenting
through
advice
This is
now.
go through
incredible.
the
I would
list.
love to see a no-nonsense parenting show from you.
Yeah.
Parenting is fucking easy.
Have you seen that guy who does the podcast with his kid?
No.
There's a guy that does this like a TikTok. Andrew's seen it. There's a guy who does he's like a dance mum, but he's got his kid and they do a podcast together and he's really cute. I like to be just like sit down and be like, I'm going to teach you the difference between making love and having sex.
Oh no.
Yeah, just,
Baby, you'd
yeah.
have to learn it first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. So-
And you think it's he only has sex, but really he only ever makes love on a one-night stand,
Oh, yeah.
looking directly in the eye, not
Yeah.
breaking eye
Surprise me
contact,
at
yeah.
not once.
Hold my hand.
Okay, so your mom and your dad,
Yeah.
you know what I want. What I want
Yeah.
is to go back to where they met and what your dad was doing there.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, I know.
But they've never told me, so I've had to hear from other people.
Okay, so what's
So,
the
like-
hearsay version?
So I think, and this could be not true, I think my dad might have stolen my mum from a friend. I feel like I think he pinched.
What's the
Okay.
evidence? Lay it
Yeah.
out for me.
I think my brother vaguely just said that. I think she was with someone else or something.
She was fully in a relationship with someone else.
Yeah, I think when they met, I don't think it was like.
And where did they meet?
They met in Indonesia. My dad used to work out there. That's where my
And
mum
what
was
did he
from.
do?
My dad works for a Lipton tea.
And what did he invent?
So
Sorry, this is why you're on this podcast.
my dad was one of the people that brought about the PG tipped teabag, the triangle.
What?
The pyramid.
So he didn't. It wasn't
What?
so his. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't his idea specifically. The idea came in, and they couldn't do it because they wanted to make a literal triangle, like a pyramid.
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's not going to work. That's too much. There's too much material on the tea bag."
Yeah.
So they were like, my dad was like, "If you get a square and then you turn it that way, then it looks like a
It
pyramid."
is like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a.
Isn't
And
that
they were like-
Your
thrilling?
dad thought of that.
I think so. Yeah.
Isn't
That's what he said,
that
that's what he said.
thrilling?
And then they were like, "We can go ahead and do it." And then that's what's made it was PG, and my dad was like, "Now it's PG tips."
Okay, amazing.
He's like an inventor. He's like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit.
Is that the only thing he's ever
He went to the
invented?
moon.
Is that it? That's the peak invention.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is that the peak invention?
No, but is he like? Do you know?
What
is
are you
he,
fucking talking
is
about?
he like
Dinkin?
inventing at home? Is he like in the?
When
Do you know what I mean?
invented
Is he like
the-
noodling on other things?
Did you come to Alexander Graham Bell and say, "Is that it?"
No, but did things lead up to it, or that he just had a spark of brilliance? Is
He's
my
always
question.
been a bit inventory.
Okay, well then that was a reasonable question.
He's built a car before.
Thank you.
He's built a car.
That's
he's,
cool.
He helped me with my keyboard. He helped me with that. Yeah.
And that is
Is
a
he
good
an
keyboard.
engineer?
So I did the keyboard, and he built it the first time, and then I learned how to build it, and then I built.
So you were the inventor, and he was the fabricator, if anything, on that.
what does the inventor do?
The inventor has the idea.
No, it's my idea.
Yeah, so you're the inventor.
So I'm the inventor. Yeah.
But he fabricated
He's
it.
the
He manufactured
executor.
it.
He does a lot of ideas for me. He's like one time he was like, it would be great if there was a bike, but then the front was like a trolley, like a shopping trolley, and you go around the supermarket with it. And I was like, that sounds like a nightmare. You're kidding me? What are you talking about? You're crazy. You're an old man. You're so old. You're insane.
One wouldn't even fit down one aisle.
Yeah. And then you
still
stop
going.
every 5 seconds to pick something up.
He's still popping. He's bringing ideas. But he peaked. So
Yeah.
that was the peak. It was the...
Yeah, he got cocky. You know, he fleabagged it. You know, and then that's gone on for what? 30? Well, they've changed the tea bags.
Teabagged it?
No, teabagged it.
Do they not have PG tips?
They've gone back to regular tea bags now.
Just cheaper.
Yeah. They can sense my dad's getting older. His
Inferior.
power is fading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like
not going to come
Saruman,
back
yeah.
and fight us for it. That is cool as hell.
It's cool.
How did he get into tea?
He, I guess it's just a colonialist at heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's he from? What's his story? Where did he grow up?
My dad is adopted. He's only got one blood relative, which is his twin brother, Bill. So the rest we don't know about. We don't know at all.
But were him and Bill adopted at the same time by the same family?
Yeah, by the same family,
Okay.
and they are actual twins. We said recently, we were like, Uncle Bill came around for dinner, and we were saying, oh, like, realistically, like, you probably were given up for adoption, maybe because there's a good chance that your, like, mum was too young to have you, so they gave you up for adoption, because that was fairly common at the time. It'd be interesting, because she's probably still alive. We'd probably find her. And then my dad just went, yeah. Bill went, yeah. And then we just never spoke about it ever again. I was like,
Classic.
yeah, I was like, you could find your mother.
Like, I do the ideas around here.
Yeah. You invent a trolley to get us there.
Wild.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with Bill like?
Almost nothing.
Great.
Almost nothing. My dad never speaks to him. My dad, it's like very
they have-
families like very. We don't speak. Like we're in our rooms and we come out once a year for Christmas.
So where did your dad and Bill grow up?
They grew up we moved from Wales to London. But I don't know much about it because my family don't talk about anything.
Do you
Like,
talk
I don't know,
to your grandparents?
I've never seen grandpa's all dead. I've never seen all dead.
Yeah, cool.
I've never seen a photo of my parents' wedding.
You haven't?
What?
Never.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't exist.
Huh?
They're just not. They're not in our house.
Have you asked?
Yeah, my mum just sort of she has like she goes into like a kind of like a.
Oh no, yeah,
She's
no.
like, and then I go, it's fine. We can just talk about anything else.
Like GB News. So,
Yeah.
okay, so your dad grows up with an adoptive family
Yeah.
in Wales.
Yeah.
Then him and Bill together move to London.
Yeah.
And then what they're doing in London? Are
They go to
they get into
school.
tea
So they were orphaned pretty early on
by the adoptive
family.
Oh.
And then my dad he got some inheritance, and then he went abroad, and then he started working for Unilever, which is like the company that owns like PG Tips and Lipton and stuff, and then he just started working there.
Doing like product development.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of
Packaging.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need more details on
Was
how
he
the
in-
PG Tips emerge.
Is he in Indonesia because there's tea there?
Yeah,
Are they
there's
growing tea
there's
leaves?
tea. So he's like in Sri Lanka and Indonesia and Australia for a bit as well, and he lived in America for a bit as well. He's been all over the place.
Well, once
Yeah.
you've done the tea bag, you know what I mean? It's like the world's your oyster.
Yeah,
There's a movie called Maid of Honor, starring Patrick Dempsey and Michelle Monaghan.
MADE, like it's Maid of Honor, like it's like a war movie.
I think so.
Okay.
Because the whole thing of
Or Made in Manhattan.
is it
Yeah,
something like
is
that?
it in Manhattan?
I think it's Maid
I
of
feel
Honor.
like I can see it, but I couldn't tell you
It's
what it was
basically
about.
the whole idea is that like they are best friends, and she asked him to be her best man / maid of honor.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But then they end up falling in love, obviously. But in the very beginning,
One of the worst scams you could do to a person. It's so evil. I bet you'd love that.
What?
Having a friend who is like your long-term crush, but you're going to marry someone else because it isn't coming together, and then you get your friend to come be your best man, and then you and
You're
your best man
describing my
fall in
life.
love
You're
with each
just
other. It's
describing my
exactly
life.
a plot that you'd enjoy.
What do you mean you'd enjoy? I made it happen in my life.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you guys have a marriage pact?
Like
Me
who's
and
going to...
Charlie, or with someone else?
Oh, with someone else. Like you get to a certain age, you're not married, you go.
No,
for
I'm
it.
trying to fend off the concept of marriage. I do
Okay.
not want to get married.
No, I want to live with Charlie in a house when we're old.
I agree.
I want it
Yeah.
to be a cold beach, maybe New England or Cornwall.
And we're not married. We're just associates.
This is what like the end of the Shawshank Redemption, where you meet you on the beach and Uggle's building a boat and Charlie's like finally come
Exactly.
over. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and we have
Exactly.
2 rocking chairs on the porch and we look on the ocean.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
I want.
How long before we get bored of that? What, 2-3 hours?
Well, other people there. We could get a gardener like Martha Stewart. You know how Martha Stewart in lockdown was like, my gardener has to stay with me, and it's just a Jack 27-year-old. He's like,
Like Queen.
Has to.
Yeah.
he's a necessary
Has
worker.
to.
Have you
So-
ever done a marriage pact with anyone?
Yeah, I did. It was a long time ago though.
Who was it with?
She's getting married.
Okay, so we gotta
Yeah.
crash.
Yeah.
Can I finish my maid of honor point before
Go
we
on.
move
Sure.
on? Sorry, in the very beginning of the movie, it's set up that he's a millionaire who doesn't do anything. How? He invented the sleeves for hot drinks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is the story of your dad's life.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, no, he's very quiet about it. He's very like everyone always asks, do we get like unlimited tea? I've asked him. He never really answered. He's just like,
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have like various iterations of the PG tips in your house? Like, is there...
there's always PG tips in the
An
cupboard.
archive.
But
He
then
is
I think there
tips
is in
loyal.
everyone's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, even if you had tea for free for the rest of your life, I don't know how big of an expense that is to,
Yes.
to put a dent in your
Yeah,
finances.
it's like a 100 tea bags for £2. Yeah,
Yeah, but a freebie's a freebie. Come on.
Yeah,
is a
sure.
freebie.
My brother used to work for Mars, and we used to get. I was one of the first people to ever to eat Mars planets. Do you remember Mars planets?
What?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah, he came home with a sample.
One of the most heartbreaking discontinued products ever.
Yeah, 100%.
Surely.
Yeah, 100%.
Were you thrilled?
Oh yeah, I was thrilled. I told everyone at school.
Oh, when you were a kid as well.
I mean, I said I told everyone. I told my one friend I had at school. I was like,
And
yeah,
that was everyone to you.
Yeah. It was kind of everyone. Yeah,
That is sick.
yeah.
That's a great... I'm trying to think if I've ever had an into anything early, but I don't think I have.
No.
You're
No.
precocious. You'd have like a screener for something.
I know. I'm like sometimes, I have had various like relationships and friendships that have allowed me early access to movies in various iterations over my life, and I do still think that is the superior freebie you could get. For instance, I'm on like a BAFTA scheme, and I'm not a voting BAFTA member, but you get access to the BAFTA screeners while the members vote, and then for like 2 weeks over Christmas, I truly was watching like 6 films a day.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, some of them aren't
Great.
even out yet, still in cinemas. Come on, it's exciting.
Yeah, you still have it?
No, well, yeah, you still have it, but they take them off the second everyone does the vote, which is what I learned last year, because last year I was like, I'm going to leave it, and then I left it, and then the day that people are meant to have finished their voting, everything gets taken down, so you have to just like watch.
I wonder what I want. I would want a new kind of sex to have a preview to a new. They're like, you've heard of a blowjob and a rim job. We've thought of this new thing. No, we haven't launched it yet.
But we're letting you know first.
When you suck on someone's tailbone. What is that? What's the new
They
thing?
sent me like a flat pack instructions to do this new thing.
Okay, yeah, interesting, yeah. I think that'd be
Haven't launched yet.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So they'd let me know that I'd be the first. I'd be like, you know, when you get targeted ads for being like, you've been selected as part of the, you know,
Study.
I'd say yeah. If you invent it, you get to name it. My friend at school, she won like the new Scientist of the Year award. She got to name a species of bat. I think
that is cool.
as a reward. Yeah.
What'd you call it?
I think she called. I wanted it. I think she
Stupid
called it.
little fuck
She,
weasel.
she called it Dobby's dick. She called, I wanted to call it. How to call it like something like Dobby's dick. She was like, I'm going to do a Latin thing because that's the way. I was
she
like,
just did it really
my.
formal.
But then
No.
if you win New Science of the Year, you're not going to be the most. You're not going to be into Dobby's dick too. You can't be into like so hard. Just you can't be so hard into science that you win best Young Scientist of the Year and then also get.
But I'd love to. I'd love
please
her
do
to
it
have been like
funny.
Niall Horan back.
That's a good prize.
Yeah, that is a good prize. She squandered it though.
Do you ever win any competitions? You're very musical, aren't you? So you win music things.
Nah.
When did you
nah.
get into music? When did you start playing?
Made by my Asian mum to do it.
Classical piano.
Classical piano.
And when did the classical era come to an end?
As soon as I had to stop. So I did 2 hours of practice every day from ages about 4 till about, I don't know, 15, I think. 2 hours every day. So I'm used to be like a classically trained pianist.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought you'd be doing?
Yeah. That's what I thought I'd be doing.
Like in an orchestra?
No, yeah, like the orchestra start and then I come out and do a bow and then I do a really
Solo.
Yeah, I go solo. Yeah, hands on my back.
Yeah.
I use my hand.
Your mate.
Yeah.
The diaper technique.
But the
yeah.
orchestra behind you.
Orchestra behind me.
Your elbows.
Yeah, I'm playing. My hands are blurry.
Yeah.
I'm picking up chicks.
That's a fun dream.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, you're not actually good enough to
It's
do
like
it.
so hard. So you chose the much easier, more accessible career of being a successful stand-up
Yeah,
comedian.
that does piano every 2 minutes when I feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I wanted to do that, but I think it was just because I think it was like, if you do it for 2 hours every day, you're like, well, that's what you should do, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, what is this leading to?
That is your main time and interest.
But then I got really into Keen, and then I was like, I can just be Keen.
They don't have a guitar, do they? It's just piano.
No, just 3 sad lads. 3 sad lads. Sad lads.
Just the keys.
Sad. You think the main guy's sad? Check out the drummer. He's the saddest of the lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely doing nothing. Doing nothing. In
Yeah,
that fucking
they're
band.
not really a percussion forward band
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head.
Yeah.
The drum solo in a Somewhere Only We Know.
Yeah.
Your dad's in Indonesia. What's vaguely the year? 80s?
I think then. Yeah, I imagine so. He's a very old dad. He's like 80 now.
Was he a party boy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One time he told me he was so drunk he left his jacket at a place. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Whoa, hello.
Woo!
Whoa. Crazy day. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, I think my dad was a bit of a crazy guy. I think he someone told me from his company at like a works do when he used to work. Someone said he was the first one to jump into the pool.
Well,
I was like, what? I was like, what party is that? All the tea guys going to a pool party. What the?
If he's in his
Maybe they put
80s
the
now,
bags in the pool.
Their pockets stuffed.
Yeah,
he was in his 20s when he was in the 60s, and the 70s.
Maybe, I don't know. I've not done the math.
Yeah, so he did coke.
That's the
descri-
coolest
Oh, yeah,
time
he
to
was
be
in-
a cool young
Yeah,
hip
Yeah, you're
guy
describing
doing
a
loads of
man who's
coke,
just taken some cocaine.
jumping
Yeah.
in a pool,
Yeah.
pockets stuffed with tea bags. The party never ends.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
he's turning water into wine. He's turning water into tea.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he probably did do coke, I imagine. Yeah.
But you've never discussed it.
Oh no, I never do that. Never do that. Never discuss anything.
Since the 80s, so he's in his 40s in Indonesia.
Yeah, yeah. He'd been pretty late. He was like nearly 50 when he had me, I think.
Robert De Niro coded.
Yeah.
Al Pacino coded.
We can't not get back onto that.
Okay, fine. And so he steals your mom away from some other man.
We think.
When did your brother tell you this?
About 2 years ago.
In what context?
I think he was because he was there at the time.
Because your brother's your half brother, right?
Yeah, so his brother's half brother.
So he was watching as your
He
dad
was-
came in,
yeah.
and stole your mom away.
And slowly leaving his
Yeah,
mum.
okay.
Yeah, sure. So he's not too keen to talk about it.
Yeah, fine.
I imagine.
Oh, so your dad was married at the time.
No, I think he wasn't. I think it was all above water. Above water. My brother's probably like. I probably wanted to see my dad move on like this. I don't know. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
So, yes.
I don't know how people feel about their dads banging.
So a man
New
comes in
people.
and he goes, "This is my wife," and your dad goes, "Not for long."
Yeah. He says unlucky.
And then they get together.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know this. That's the thing. I don't know. This is just from other people. I know that people exaggerate things. So I don't want to.
What a mad little sort of mystery.
Yeah, I
a
know.
mystery that he's simply not interested.
Yeah, I am interested in it, but like my dad will.
It's
never
just hard
say.
to touch 'cause it's
and then
like,
my
well,
brother
sure.
won't say because it's a weird thing to talk about.
And you're born in the UK,
Born in the UK.
so
in
he
Urk.
brings his Indonesian lover to
Yes,
London.
yes. She comes here. They say they're very proud. They say we've never lived together before you're married. I go, that's not good. That's not good.
Today
That's
would
not
be
good,
like,
but
you should
yeah.
try it. Test that
Yeah,
out one time.
You'd like it. It'd be helpful. Then we're back in the UK. They live in London, but for no reason. They don't really like do anything. They don't really like leave the house that much.
Is your mom's family still in Indonesia?
Yeah, they're
Do
all
you-
over there.
Do you visit them?
I visited them a few times, but they're so Indonesian. It's so hard to like have a conversation because they don't even know what stand-up comedy is. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you up to? And I was
That's
like,
a lot to jump into.
yeah, I'm like,
what you do on that stage, neither do you. Anyways, no, I'm sorry. You're very, very talented.
but like it's hard to have a conversation with like, where have you been? I'm like, I've been to Manchester to speak.
To speak into a
yeah,
microphone.
They think you're going around just England's towns and cities to speak into a microphone.
Like a traveling preacher.
But also my vibe is like, if I'm entertainment, what is this culture? Like, what's this country? You can't go to England and visit, and I'm like, oh, this guy's like makes the crowds go crazy, crazy. You know, I'm just like this.
They've never looked at like a YouTube clip or anything. You don't think, or if they have, they've just not addressed it.
My mum's never seen me do perform comedy before.
Interesting.
Did she know that you do it?
Yeah, she knows that I do it. I thought that she might be sneaking me on YouTube, but then recently I went over to my mum and dad's house to there was like a problem with the strap, so I was like, this is something me and my dad do. Anyway, we were like
on the keyboard, a problem with the strap on the keyboard.
keyboard.
Just for some context.
Olga like blinks up. She was like, and I was like, oh, we're just doing something with the strap down there. My mum was like, what do you mean? I was like, we're just the strap. She's like, why would a keyboard have straps on it?
No, she really didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So
Yeah.
what is your mum? What's your mum's point of connection with you?
Almost. I'd say zero. We have zero in common. It's hard. I sometimes go over there for 2 hours. Perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Food?
In and out.
Yeah, we eat the food and we talk about the food.
Yeah, you love to cook.
Yeah, I do. But didn't know I can't cook for her. She can't. She doesn't want me to cook for her. So it's like she has to cook. Do you know?
You go in, you eat.
Yeah.
You chat about the food.
You
Chat
come
about
home
the
for food.
Yeah, I have very
Perfect.
very nice
What's
food.
what's the favorite thing she cooks?
I like rendang. She cooks a lot of Indonesian dishes. There's one that I really hate, but she cooks all the time. It's just like a big bowl of boiled eggs in like chili sauce, and it is what it sounds like. It
sounds delicious.
Yeah,
It's very
just
American dress, but
boiled eggs.
I fucking love a
I
hard
love
boiled
a
egg.
Oh, you
egg.
do.
I
remember,
think-
and we had that pickled egg in.
Oh, I
Isle of
love
Wight,
a
and
pickled egg.
You couldn't finish it. To be fair, it was bad.
It was
was
inedible.
bad.
That being said, I think I'm the only person in the world who buys the Pret hard-boiled eggs in that thing with like two,
that is
two
the
leaves of
wildest
spinach
choice.
because it's so disgusting, but I love it.
the spinach is the thing that
There's a
offends
gas
me the
from it.
most. Yeah.
I feel there's like a gas from the egg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The pot
Okay,
is
yeah.
always like bulging and like hard on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are the 4 leaves of spinach for?
I just think because otherwise it's too sad. Because the thing is, you can't. It's not like 4 leaves of spinach are doing anything like vitamin wise or calorie
Yeah,
wise.
who wants to eat just 4 raw
It's
pieces
garnish.
of spinach?
But then you
No
can
context.
you can cover up the egg with it.
Yeah, you meant to
Peel
be
it back
wrapping
like a
the egg.
banana.
But I guess you try the spinach and you're like, at least the boiled eggs aren't as bad as the spinach.
Yeah.
And then you take the tiny little salt and pepper packets and then you put them on the hard-boiled egg. Look, I travel a lot for work.
They're
Yeah, there's
keeping
no
that
excuse
on
to
their
it. We all
menu.
travel a lot for work. There's no need to eat boiled eggs everywhere you go. That's
It's
just
only on the menu
absolutely-
because
that is
they're like-
the worst thing you could eat in public. A
I
boiled
love to
egg.
bulk.
They're like all around the UK. So people are buying this, but it's just you on tour.
Yeah.
buying one for every
Yeah.
brand.
There's a spike in Leicester. It's because I'm there.
My friend, you know, Rue. My friend, she eats. I've seen her do this in public. She eats boiled eggs and raw peppers, but the pepper she eats it like an apple. It's absolutely.
do with the
it's
seeds?
Absolutely, she throws that in the bin.
Oh god.
Oh, like
But,
a core
oh
of
my
an
God.
apple.
We were once at a bar, and then she took out.
She didn't have bar.
Yeah, we were waiting to go into. We were in Edinburgh, and we went downstairs in the dome, waiting to go into a show in Queen Time. And in the queue, she got out a.
Okay, that is
Pepper.
screaming not like other girls. I love that.
She is
Yeah.
not like
She's
other
different.
girls.
We kind of want to do a parent swap. So like, I think that I get on well with her mum, and she gets on well with my mum.
Oh, perfect.
We
Switch
want to
it.
do a swap.
I think you
We're
should.
thinking about a swap. Yeah.
I think that's a great
Formalize
idea.
it.
Yeah.
What do you feel about Indonesia?
Yeah, dude, I don't mind it. Sure. I don't want to take it away from anyone.
Do you feel like connected to it?
No, not at all. But a bit. Like, I like the food. I really
Yeah.
connect with. Like, I go to Indonesian restaurants and I know what to order there that's good.
Yeah, that's cool.
That feels cool to
Yeah.
go into a restaurant and like no one knows what to do, and I'm like, this is what you want. This is what you want. They don't do that. good
Hard-boiled
here.
eggs.
Yeah, they
Sure.
go
Let's go.
all in a
One
bowl.
big bowl.
Make it extra gassy.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
want to fill me up. That's cool. In terms of like Indonesia itself, I've only been there like 3 or 4 times, and often when I'm there, I'm just like seeing my mum's friends or family. So it's a lot of me just like sat there while someone has a chat, and then I'm sort of in there like looking at like an iguana, just being like,
Yeah, just, like, hanging out.
what is this? They a lot of my there's like a lot of weird. You can get like crazy pets in Indonesia. There was one the house we went to just had a big tree trunk in the middle of the house, like a plant pot, but a tree pot. I just had an iguana in the tree. Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's
yeah,
cool.
you just look at
And
it.
they're, like,
it's great.
domesticated.
Yeah, so it just sits. Its whole life just sits on that one branch.
Oh, he doesn't try and go anywhere.
No, it just sits there, and then it'll just eat geckos or whatever that come to it, or whatever they eat. I don't know.
Okay, that is
Crazy,
cool.
really cool,
That is so cool.
really good, really good. My grandfather used to have like a garden and a little pond in it, and there were these fish, and they're like they could come out on land. You know, they leave the water and they come on land.
Yeah.
And they come land and they go back in.
Like a duck tour boat.
Yeah, like a duck tour boat. Yeah, there's tadpoles on the back. We're speaking very broken English. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It was cool.
All right,
yeah.
there's like crazy
geckos on the
nature.
walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Get the gecko, put it in a pot, drink it when you're sick.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
not what?
Yeah, big time.
All right.
Did it help work?
I mean, I'm not going to touch that
Okay.
stuff. But that's what you do.
I am always absolutely fascinated with how people and animals live in urban areas together.
Yeah.
Like, we all take the foxes for granted, but it is anyone who visits is always just like,
I love the foxes.
because they walk through like Soho.
My favorite city animal is the crows in I like going to Lincoln's Inn Fields, but there are so many crows in that park, and they're so clever. They're so cool, and they like
Do they steal shiny things?
they know about shiny things. If you feed them, they'll like come and find you the next time you come in. Then one time I accidentally really wronged the crows because I had a fake crow and I wanted to take a photograph, and so I went into the park to take a photo with the fake crow, and then all the crows started circling and like screaming
my
at
god,
me.
like birds.
Yeah, so I really have like upset the crows, but I think I'm back now.
Fake crow. What's it? What do you mean fake crow?
For like an
It was-
Edgar Allan Poe.
I think that it's Ben's, and I think he got it from a film museum, and I think it was meant to be like from a
stuffed crow.
yeah, just like a no, not ever real, just a
Okay.
pretend crow.
Oh,
But it looks
interesting.
exactly like a crow.
Hitchcock's bird.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like you'd buy in a film museum gift shop for
Okay,
the birds.
okay.
But it does look a lot like a crow. But these crows thought it was a real crow, and they were so unhappy with me. I thought I was going to get killed by
I
a
wanted
crow.
a pet crow as a kid. I was pretty emo.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you know what I
that
mean?
checks
Can
out.
you imagine?
Fully checks
On
out.
the shoulder.
Oh yeah. I could
Get me
see
a friend.
that. I could see
Fetch
that
me.
for you. Have you had pets?
Yeah, I've had pets. Oh yeah.
You dogs or you cats?
Dogs, cats. I'd loads of fish, but then they all ate each other. I think there was like that feels very Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
awful.
like you grew up in the fucking Addams family.
Yeah.
That's but like a good little metaphor for something if you were going to write a novel about it.
Yeah, probably.
That's
The fish the novel's called All My Fish Ate Each Other.
Yeah.
And there was one fish left, and I still didn't know what was going on.
That's the kingfish. Oh, you thought someone was
I
stealing
was
the
like,
fish?
what's happening with all the fish? And there's one big fat. I was pretty thick as a kid. I was a pretty thick kid.
Wiping his mouth with a napkin.
Yeah.
But then that
Because it
fish
was-
is so lonely.
Yeah. But full.
Yeah, well, if you
I wrote-
eat all your friends,
Yeah.
you
That-
get
no.
left
That's a
alone.
message.
Okay, that's
There
the
we
message.
go.
And then it's you basically fucking over all your friends in comedy until you're the king of comedy, but then there's no one at your funeral.
At the roast.
No one at the roast.
No one at the
Also a good
roast.
title.
Yeah. No one at the roast.
Solo at the
God, what a
roast.
self-indulgent piece of nonsense.
We've got to write a new
Yeah,
show for this
yeah.
year. Do you know
No
what you're
one
going to do
at
your
the
show about
roast.
this year?
No, I was gonna maybe do a show about. You know about this. I went out with a witch for a bit.
What?
I went out with a witch. So I thought that's quite. And then she cursed me when we broke up.
Like a modern witch? Or like a hag?
More hag.
She was a multi-hyphenate. She was doing other stuff too. She's got a lot of fingers and a lot of pies.
Yeah, she's got a lot of things. She's all pop star,
Model.
witch, model. She was everything. She was one of those. She was just she could do what she wanted. You know, if you're a pop
Yeah.
star, you just do what you want. She was a witch.
All right.
And then so she would be a witch. No, I think more haggy. She would. I think this is quite a hag move. Go to Cornwall once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, go on the moors.
Yeah.
Cast spells with your friends and do like a dance on the moors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty haggy.
That's giving some time to witchcraft, you know? That's not just like lighting a candle or holding a crystal.
Want to go to Cornwall every month.
Every single month?
For when the moon comes out.
Oh, and you really are on the moon schedule?
So yeah, she was on the moon. She was on the moon schedule. So we'd have to go and look at it sometimes.
How did she curse you?
I don't
Can
know.
you not tell?
Well, yeah.
Are you still feeling the effects?
Yeah, I can't sleep. I've not been able to sleep since she cursed
what?
me.
Oh no, that's a horrible curse.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You know about this?
I do know
Yeah.
this, but I didn't realize that it was still happening.
You got to go see another
Well,
witch and get them to do it.
Well, I've called a shaman before.
Yeah, and get them to curse you to sleep loads.
Well, the shaman costs 350 quid.
Don't
I'm
do
not
that,
gonna
then.
You know what I mean? Kickstarter, yeah.
Kickstarter for a
Kickstarter,
shaman.
yeah.
Guys, if you want to donate to Huge's Kickstarter to get himself shamaned,
Yeah.
it'll be up
Yeah,
by the
thank
time we
you.
put this out.
But then who will I be?
Well, I think instead of you don't try and get someone to take it off. You get someone to curse you the other way plus a little bit more. Get some
Yeah.
freebies thrown in, and then you're $350 worth it.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want a curse that's like I'm going to be able to sleep Loads. Also, I'm making loads of money,
Yeah.
and my penis works great.
Yeah,
Not
great.
to make assumptions. Throw it in just for
Absolutely
safety.
fine. There's no need for the shaman to look at that area. But I don't know if she cursed me. I think she said if I broke up with her, she cursed me.
Oh, that's manipulative.
But then if you don't believe, but I was like, well, if that's all that happens, then that's fine. Do you know what I mean? If you don't believe in curses, you're like, that's like someone being like, do you know what I mean? Like it's for me, I was like, well, I don't care because the curses don't.
Yeah.
And yet here you are now.
And then
being
here I
able to
am
sleep.
being like, I'm cursed. So yeah, I did text her. I said, have you cursed me?
And what'd she say?
Ha ha ha.
Oh, she cursed you.
She
Good.
cursed you.
She cursed
In
you.
the right
good.
tone of voice, that's a cackle.
She cursed you.
She cursed you.
She cursed me.
Did you sleep really well before?
So I did have a bad bout when I was in my early 20s. I was very bad insomnia, like some of the work, like it's like 5 months kind of. I didn't sleep for like 5 months kind of vibes, and then it was better, and then it was in and out, and then I got cursed. Then it was like hard for a long time. It has been hard ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta break that curse.
Yeah.
There must be something DIY you can do.
Like, yeah, there's got to be like potions on, like WikiHow.
Potions. Potion.
You
I love the
know
word-
WikiHow.
I love potions.
Okay,
Just
no,
get
no,
on
no, no, no,
WikiHow,
no. I'm
find some
actually
potion.
no. WikiHow will 100% have a
You know
WikiHow.
that Elton John song where he's
How
like,
to get-
we could, your song is like, I could make potions in a travelling show.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
What do you mean? All the lyrics are like spot on, and then he's like suddenly brings up the
Or a
potions
man
But it's the pressure
who
of a
makes
rhyme.
Potion in a
a travelling. What does that even mean?
Look,
Okay.
it's when it gets to I can hold my own hand in flowers. It's like every single time I lose my mind. What are you talking about? You can hold your own hand.
Yeah.
4 ways to reverse a curse, or
Jump it.
how to remove black magic
Okay,
spells.
let's
9
do it.
Steps.
Come on.
Which
9
one?
steps, please.
9 steps
Is this
with
wiki-
pictures.
wiki-
with pictures.
WikiHow?
WikiHow.
Yeah.
So this is how you get rid of it. Number 1, see if anyone has reason to curse you. We know
Yes.
this, and
Tick.
we've confirmed this.
Yeah.
2, see if your luck has been especially bad. Yes, you can't sleep.
Tick.
Okay. 3, realize that bad things aren't always a curse. Well, this one is. So,
Dude, that's Shrek.
Yeah. That's
the story.
Skip that one. Skip that. It's definitely a curse.
Does that picture Shrek?
okay. So then, cleansing your spirit.
Find an ogre.
1, use an amulet to protect yourself. Okay. Well,
Yes!
we got one.
We're
done.
doing it.
Okay, that's done.
Thank you,
2,
Egypt.
take a bath in salt and magic herbs. Okay, that
Salt
sounds nice.
and magic
That's quite
herbs.
nice. Just make a soup out of
Oregano.
yourself.
What? Pinkamay and
Yeah, stick a bit of salt in the bath this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make a little broth with yourself.
Okay.
3, burn uncrossing incense. All right.
What does that mean?
Just some incense. Just to
Oh,
make it
I like
nice.
Oh,
this.
not my house.
Use laughter to break the spell.
Okay, come on.
No.
Like you mean it.
I'd rather have the spell.
Try a binding spell that turns evil to good.
Binding spell.
And then talk to a spiritual healer.
Yeah, 350 quid.
Us. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do the 4 ways to reverse a curse real quick. Just number 1. Okay, this I like more. Stir 273 grams of sea salt. Again, this is very specific and we like that.
Yeah.
And 32 grams of baking soda into hot bath. You got both of those things.
Come on, stick
you
some
don't
sea salt
yeah,
in the
you-
bath. You could do it this evening. You could just put your feet in a little. You doesn't even have to
You
be a whole
don't. You
bath.
don't need to even go to the shops. You have these ingredients on
Just
hand.
stick some salt in and just try it. Why not?
Okay, while you're in the bath, visualize positive energy flowing into the bath.
I know you
gosh.
can do it if you really try.
So if you're looking at the water going into the bath, just visualize positive energy.
What will you visualize when you're visualizing positive energy?
Well, I try not to think about.
You don't think anything. You're gonna try not to
So
think about.
yeah,
Don't think about
it's
it.
hard, isn't it? Because the shower's where the thoughts come, isn't it?
So you're
Yeah.
imagining yourself sleeping blissfully.
Yeah.
And then 3, recite a spell or pray before you get into the water.
Well, the bath is a good place for me because when I had when I had shingles real bad during my breakdown, I could only sleep in the bath because I was floating.
We putting salt in your bath then?
No.
Or would that burn? That probably
No.
burn the shingles.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should stick. We've done all the other steps now. Stick a
And
bit
then
of salt in the
soak
bath
for
and
at
you're
least
done.
30 to 40 minutes.
I feel like
Easy.
there's a lot of steps here, but you guys are so focused on me putting salt in my bath.
273 grams,
Yeah.
okay?
We did an amulet. What else is there? Break the spell.
Classic you guys
Break
be
the
like
spell.
bath salts will
Okay.
solve everything.
Yeah. Look, I love a bath. What can I say?
Wait,
Yeah.
spell to get rid of curse. I'm
Yeah, let's just do
gonna
one we could say.
Let's just do one.
You think
This
I
is
haven't-
for
you
anyone
think I haven't
listening as
Googled
well.
this?
If you think you've been cursed, let's uncurse everyone. Let's
Okay,
do
this one's on Pinterest, so I believe it.
Okay, mass uncursing.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Picture a happy thing. Positive thoughts.
Okay, so you say, bad luck, I command you to leave me right now.
Bad luck. I command you to leave me right now.
All adversity now dissolves.
All adversity now dissolves.
And finally, only good luck and positive energy flows to me now.
Only good luck and positive energy flows to me now.
Bing, bing, bing. That feels right, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Family
Curse
jewels.
broken.
I mean,
I think you're going to have a
How
really
do you
good
feel? Do you
night's
want a
sleep.
nap?
I'm hard, I guess.
And you're out.
And I'm out.
Yeah, maybe talk to Darren Brown.
Darren Brown. Just talk to Darren Brown, shall I? Shall I just talk to Darren Brown, shall I? Thanks, Olga. I put salt in the bath and I just talked to Darren Brown. Sorry, Darren, I've got a curse on me.
No, you're not cursed anymore.
But
That
he would
was
say there is
definitely
no
an
curse. I
Uncursing.
go, well, there is a curse because you're an idiot because I have a curse. You're stupid because I am cursed. Look into it more.
He's only cursing
He'd
you
hate
to
that.
show
He'd hate
everyone
me
how
calling an
dumb
idiot.
curses are. That would be the Darren Brown move.
What if you wanted a word or a thing to put you to sleep? What do you think it would be?
What do you mean? Like, so
You know how Darren Brown puts people to sleep, doesn't he?
Oh,
Or a
yes.
hypnotist of any kind?
Yes.
Yeah, it would have to be like.
Something that I never.
Welcome to
yeah.
the stage, huge Davey.
Yeah. Be great. I comes flop straight out. Very funny for a bit. Very funny for a bit. I'd say maybe. I don't know what word I'd like. Maybe like pussy hole.
We're not just talking about words you like.
Pussy
That's
hole.
what
I like
you
that.
want to
Pussy
send you
hole,
to
and then
sleep?
it's like I go into a coma every time I say it.
I
Like,
agree. If anyone says pussy all around me, I want to leave
yeah,
this world
yeah.
too.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
out. I'm
yeah.
exiting.
You're tensing up. I can see it. Yeah, you're leaving. You've
As
left.
soon as
You've
we're
left
into
your.
that
You've left your body.
conversation, I'm out.
It's like when Doctor Strange pushes your soul out. I go pussy hole, and you're like, I'm leaving the room. I'm leaving my body.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who is the oldest family member you've met in your family?
Oh God, they're all old as fuck, bro. Old as fuck.
Do you have like any, even maybe fictional family tales or fables about like where you come from, like 200 years or 100 years ago?
Yeah, what's the back?
I want to
back
get on
history?
Ancestry. I want to find out where the
23andMe it?
lads are. I
But
don't
no
know
one's
where the
ever been like, our family is, or like there was someone in our family. No rumor, no nothing.
Nothing. We just don't talk about. So there was So I think my aunt is distantly related to Alan Turing.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
But not
How do you
blood,
know that?
Not blood related because it doesn't nothing
Through
to do
marriage?
with me. Yeah. No, so it's my dad's sister, but adopted sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
were they all adopted? How many siblings are there?
There were two siblings, and then my dad and his.
Okay.
Brother.
Does your mom have siblings?
Oh yeah, loads of them. Yeah, we actually had a thing. I thought for a while, there's a thing in my family, and it gets passed down from my mum's side. Your hair goes like pure white. You'll go you go pure white at like in your early 20s. So that was like on the cards for me.
That would be a cool look for you.
Yeah, if I go pure white, like The Witcher or something. Yeah,
But why in your early 20s?
it just happens. That's just the
A
way.
curse.
That's the way it is. Yeah, it's another curse.
Well, so
yeah. Oh
it's-
my god.
It's not going to happen to you.
Should we stop saying the diseases are diseases and the curses?
That's so much
better.
more
Yeah,
chic.
yeah.
Babe, I gave you the curse of chlamydia.
You have to go to a very special shaman called Dr. Lloyd to get it reversed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe bleaching your hair is the answer then, just to honour your family.
So we started on this podcast on my hair. What we decided. We're gonna
I think you should
I say
bleach.
cornrows.
see. This is a problem. Maybe I should just do it. I should just go crazy.
Honestly, the thing is, maybe this is a really toxic instinct, but in the past few years, my instinct is whenever I'm ever scared of anything, I just have to go towards it because I don't like anything having power over me.
Yeah, dangerous. That's a dangerous attitude to
Yeah,
have, I'm
yeah,
gonna
no,
say.
yeah.
That's bad advice. It sort of sounds like good advice at the beginning.
Whenever
and then when you think about the
When I
consequences.
feel
of
threatened,
it.
I kill.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
doesn't take long to get there. But like, sure, dye your hair. Why not?
Yeah.
No, because it's
Maybe-
like,
maybe-
why does a pair of scissors have so much power over you?
Well, I guess now I guess now I'm single now, so I could like, I think you.
Have you just come on this podcast to let people know that you're single?
No,
And why not?
No.
We have a listenership who I imagine is up for hearing about that.
Okay.
A slice of hue?
Single women
Yeah.
in their early 30s. Is that your age range?
Wait.
Younger, older.
Is 19 in the 30s?
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is bleak.
Yeah, sorry, man. Olga, you're 30, aren't you?
I'm 31.
Yeah.
Please, let's not get into it.
Okay, fine, sure. Okay, sorry.
No, there's
Andrew's like 9 years old, so I don't
Andrew
even know
is
if we
9
want to
years
play
old,
this.
yeah. God.
Wait, he's single, so he's worried about it making his hair look bad.
Well, because
it's
then,
gotta go on the
no
bottom.
one will go on dates with me.
Who cut your hair when you were a child? Did your mum cut it for you?
No, I went to a
You
hairdresser.
did
I think I hate the hairdresser so much. That's why I kept my hair like this.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what to ask for, especially when you're like my brand of teenager. You don't know what to say.
What kind of teenager were you?
Sort of a teenage Asian kid, piano, computer
Piano
game.
boy.
Piano boy, computer game boy.
What kind of computer games?
Ones I liked ones with so there's other characters that are your mates.
But are they
You know,
real
yeah.
people like in a multiplayer?
No,
They're built in.
they're scripted.
The Sims.
They're scripted. What?
Do you like The Sims?
Oh yeah, I do my friends. Well, I what I would want my friends.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna start crying.
it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. I got like 4 friends now.
Do you think baby Hugh, if he saw you right now, he'd be proud of what you've become?
I think he'd be a bit like confused. It
Yeah?
is confusing.
Because he'd be like, we
It's
were meant
so-
to be a classical pianist.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't be doing. Listen, I'm not coded for comedy. I should be drawing indoors. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not like not of like a. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
not,
if you find something and you think that you would be like outgoing and on a stage.
You're a
and,
precocious
like,
introvert. You're not
yeah, I think it's definitely
Mr. Showbiz.
stand-up comedy. Definitely is geared towards people that are like.
extroverted.
Yeah, and you want to show things off. I'm just sort of quite like. I just sort of like a bit quiet. Like I've moved to a specific quiet area, so like no one can ever bother me.
What's the hardest piece of music you can still play?
I can play.
What was the hardest piece of music you could ever play? And can you
Hungarian
still play it?
Rhapsody #2. That's the one from. Have you seen that Tom and Jerry episode where Jerry's living in the piano
Yep.
and then Tom's trying to play the piano
Yeah.
and then it's like a blip 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 blip. I can
Yeah.
play that one.
Ooh, and you can still play it?
No, can't.
Ah.
No, that was my peak. That was like when I was 17. I could play that. Like if you could see me playing the piano, you'd be like wow.
Was there a world in which you were applying to be like in a conservatoire or something?
My mum wanted me to go to Cambridge. There was an organ scholarship that you can get, and there's one a year. And she was like, well, so I learned the organ as well from quite early age.
Oh my god, where do you even have access to one?
So I go to church every day. Church every day.
Is it the same skill set or is it very different?
Yeah, pretty different.
Because it's your feet and then the two hands.
Yeah, it's more to do with like separating your brain. But also piano is separating your brain too because you're both hands doing two things at the same time. It's just like you're separating it again because your hands are on different keys, which is like the same but just a bit higher. But your feet are actually playing a keyboard as well. at the same
What?
time.
Yeah, they're like where the
Yeah.
pedals are. They play
Do you not
notes
see this?
on
Do
an
you know that?
organ.
Like organ. So the feet is also a
Oh my God.
a keyboard.
Yeah, the organ's kind of crazy.
And you feel a bit more like you can't make mistakes on it because it's like such a big. You can't turn it down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a huge sound. So I did that I learned the organ for a long time because my mum wanted me to.
So
go
you went
to-
for the scholarship.
No, I didn't even. I mean, are you kidding me? I failed all my exams. Like I was failing my exams for so long, for such a long time. Mum was like, it was getting closer towards the time which she'd approach. She was like, "Are you gonna get any smarter?" I was like, "No."
So all this organ was for
no."
nothing?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Did you ever
never-
play at like a church service or anything?
Yeah, I've actually been banned from Canterbury Cathedral because I once did I played there, but there was like they have their thing there where they're like you can't play certain music because there's
You
loads
played
of
Crazy Frog, didn't you?
yeah.
God damn.
You got to respect the cathedral.
I love living the vida loca. And I want everyone to know about it.
Anything played on an organ sounds kind of formal anyway, so it's like you should be able to play anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but they were like, no, you can't come
Canterbury
back here
Cathedral
again.
disagrees.
So I think I've technically have a lifetime ban from Canterbury Cathedral.
Okay, that's a
Imagine.
curse.
That's yeah.
We've lifted it. We've lifted it.
Yeah.
There are no curses left.
Yeah.
You're allowed to go now. They've just texted me.
Yeah, but what for my big sleep? My big sleep.
All right, let's wrap it up.
So insert in your minds a Christmas jingle. Cozy up with a cup of hot cocoa in front of the fireplace. Put on a pair of fuzzy socks and listen to what Hugh had to hear from his parents over the holiday period.
Okay, so this is day one. Women referees are shit. It's a classic. It's a classic opener. Indiana Jones is too woke.
I kind of agree, actually, the last one.
Well, specifically, that was we were watching the Temple of Doom, and my mum said, she said, you wouldn't be able to eat a monkey brain on TV anymore.
What?
Yeah, I was like, that's fair enough. That's fair, actually.
Yeah, maybe not.
Katie Hopkins is brave.
Oh.
Yeah. Freedom of speech is at risk. My dad identified as a bin. It was very funny. He laughed a lot at that.
Oh, wait, is this into Christmas Day? This is Christmas Eve? How far through are we?
This is first day. This is
We're not even at Christmas.
This is like the day before. This is like Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Eve. All of this on Christmas Eve. Elon Musk is a genius.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, classic. Day 2. This is Christmas Day. Idris Elba Bond debate. Priests should be men. Because we went to midnight mass and it was like a proper.
Was a woman?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. She was upset because you couldn't do fat people jokes anymore. They were upset. They were like, "We can't do it anymore." Yeah, we can, but it's just not really on. You can do it with all your in your group. Yeah, it's not on TV. It's not on Christmas Down. Yeah, it's not on Christmas Day, is it? Yeah, it's not really on theme. New Famous Five is too woke. There's a black person in the Famous Five. It's too. I tried to point out that the black person in Famous Five, I was like, that's the cousin. That's like a distant cousin of the main. So it could, and they were like, no. Yeah. Anyway, you can't call gay people fairies anymore. That's a problem.
That's a shame.
You can't. Andrew, what can I?
I think it's kind of become acceptable with a Y, though. It's sort of like reclaimed as a sort of like spiritual foresty culture to be like fairies with a Y.
So you also have to be like.
Oh yeah, your parents can't call gay people fairies. No, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
But like, is it one of those things where you have to be an Icelandic gay person in order for that to be okay? Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Why were the Nazis always bad guys in movies?
Oh no! Oh no!
Give him a break.
On, no.
Give him a break.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah. I think we were watching a lot of Indiana Jones. I'll say that. Yeah,
They're always at the
bottom of all this. Anyway,
well, people always got to be running away from big boulders.
Yeah. Third day. It's day 3. This is Boxing Day. Paul Michael Jackson.
There's MJ the musical just opened. This is a second Michael Jackson musical in the West End after his death.
It's crazy.
Meghan Markle versus Andrew. You can guess where that one went. Okay. We're not going to say, and then we go. Sadiq Khan should be shot. Like actually shot. No, exploded. I think they said exploded.
Oh my God.
Exploded. David Bowie was good before he went trans. I know what that means. You can't grab ass on TV anymore. You're watching Morecambe and Wise, and they grabbed this. They always have the Christmas, and then they always like have a guest on, and then one of them grabs.
Wait, but are there any more comments about things they're literally watching on the TV right this second?
It's actively on TV. The things that they can't say that you can't have on TV anymore.
Yeah. You can't have that on TV anymore. But it's so funny.
As they point to the TV.
Yeah. So watching on TV. Yeah, it's very funny. Ugly people shouldn't be in films. They said that about Princess Leia. It's great, absolutely crazy. Literally, like a sex icon.
As Jabba the Hutt is.
Yeah, as Jabba the Hutt
right next to
throttling
her.
her, being like, God, more Jabba, less Leia, disgusting. And then I went home.
Oh God, that's incredible. Well, thank you so much, Huge, for being so vulnerable. This has been Family Jewels.
I love you, Mum. Love you, Dad. But what the hell?
This podcast has been produced by Andrew White as part of Comedy Kerfuffle Productions. I've been Olga Koch. This has been Charlie Dinkin.
Hughes, do you have anything quick to plug?
Oh, I'm doing Soho Theatre to late February to early March.
Yeah, this should be out before then. Go see Hughes at the Soho Theatre.
Yeah, nice.
If you have anything you'd like to say to us, send it to us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to curse any of us, think again.